How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. I'd like to talk today about one of my favorite players from the 80s and probably one of my biggest early influences, right after Eddie Van Halen, and that's Mr. Randy Rhoads. I live near Cleveland, Ohio, and the station we used to listen to, WMMS, I'd always listen to at night. And then one night I heard and I thought, man, that is a killer riff. But when this came on, I was just blown away, because at the time he was like the first guy after Eddie to kind of tap. And that's why he sort of got compared to Eddie, but they were totally different as far as I'm concerned, playing wise, in most respects. But so I went out and got the Blizzard of Oz and was just blown away by all the songs on it. Mr. Crowley, Revelation, Mother Earth, just I Don't Know, all those songs just chock full of killer riffs. Just a instant classic as far as I'm concerned. And the thing with Randy that really appealed to me was his live playing. Now, I had the album for a while, and I was really grooving on the album and digging it big time, but one Sunday evening, I was just sort of in my bedroom, kind of depressed because I had to go to school the next day. And this show called In Concert came on. I think it was a Westwood One thing. I think it was In Concert. And they had a concert of Randy from Cleveland, Music Hall in Cleveland. And it was just amazing. I couldn't believe how huge his live sound was. It was just incredible. And his playing, just I think live, is leaps and beyond his studio work as far as I'm concerned. And usually when I want to listen to Randy, I grab the live stuff. But when his unaccompanied solo came on, that's when my jaw hit the floor. And when he started out with that, it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe how killer it was. And then he went into that. When I heard that, I was just like, oh my gosh, that guy's just amazing. I was just, blown away. It was just the most incredible thing. And him and Van Halen instantly became my favorite players, without a doubt. Randy was my first real introduction to fast picking. At the end of the solo, he did this really fast pentatonic, almost like Gary Moore kind of things. Something like that. I don't know if I remember it, but just amazing. The thing that stuck out to me the most was Randy's triplet feel. When Randy would play triplets, they just sounded massive. You could really hear the rhythm, and you couldn't help but just be blown away by the sound of those. And that little thing from Mr. Crowley that he did live was just amazing. And it's really hard to play that, to get those triplets to sound like Randy. He starts out with this like Jimmy Page kind of lick, where you're playing 13-10 on the first string, down up, and 13 on the second string with the downstroke. Then you hit up on 10 with an upstroke, and then you play 13-10 on the second string with the downstroke. repeats that a bunch. Sometimes he'll double the top note. So what he's doing is going 13, 10 on the first string, down, up, then 13 on the second string with the downstroke, to up on 10 on the first string with an upstroke, then he'll go 13, 10 on the second string, so he just does that like we were repeating, then he'll go 11, 10 on the second string, then 12 on the third string with the downstroke, upstroke on 10 on the second string, then you go 12, 9, 10, 9 on the third string, go down to 7, then 9, 7, 5, then you go 7, 5, 7, then 5, 6 on the second string, starting with an upstroke, 5 on the first, kind of bend 8, then you play 8 on the first string. It's kind of doing almost like a half step kind of thing more than a whole. Just at a moderate tempo, playing it in time is great exercise or practice. You get that swing feel then when you go play this. I did a little retrospective of Randy on my channel here, and I talked about some of the albums that I got from Randy. I got this one back in 1984, I believe. This is Quiet Riot 2. I got this in a transcription book from Randy at the same time. This is import from Japan. And I have some bootlegs, like this is called Load Up, and it's got early Quiet Riot stuff, and then it has some tracks recorded in Indianapolis in 1981, Believer, Suicide Solution, and Steal Away. And this is another one that has some early Quiet Riot stuff. This is called From Obscurity to Eternity. And then I have the first Quiet Riot album as a bootleg that I got back in the later 80s. But yeah, I was just a big Randy Rhoads fan. I still really enjoy his playing. You know, he's a legend. If you're a fan of Uli Jon Roth, I really recommend this Transcendental Sky Guitar double CD. He does just some amazing stuff on here. He kind of reworked classical songs. He does some Mozart on here, and he does some Paganini. Just all sorts of cool killer stuff on the first one. He does Earthquake from his Earthquake days. Uli's guitar sounds amazing on this. It's so clean but singing at the same time, and he's such an articulate player. His vibrato and expression is really unparalleled. You know, you don't hear the everyday person play like Uli Roth. Yeah, so if you're looking for some inspiration, I would definitely check this one out. It's just an amazing album. It came out in 2000 on Steamhammer Records. I think I got it in about 2004. But it's probably one of my favorite Uli albums as far as his guitar playing. After Scorpion, so I thought I would mention it today. Well, thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun doing these shred guitar in the 80s episodes. If you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. I plan on doing a lot more. There's so much I could cover and licks I can show and different players, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for hanging out with me, and have fun picking.